What's going on, guys? MikeO back with another live hangout. I did forget to check the audio, so hopefully it's all playing well. Looks like it should be. The levels look okay. If there's any issues, let me know so I can try and address it and fix it. So today I want to talk a little bit about the hobby, answer your guys' questions if you have any, and I have 2 boxes of 2017 Topps Chrome Baseball update series, which is a retail and Target exclusive. They have these mega boxes. Want to bust a couple of those on camera as well. So got a few people in here already. Daniel Wilder, what's going on? Adam, 716 Autos, and Jeff's Baseball Cards. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining the live video. If you guys are watching this on the feed later, the archive, I guess you want to call it, welcome to you as well. Definitely appreciate you checking in. I figure we'll go for like maybe a half hour is my plan right now. We'll see. Maybe a little shorter, maybe a little more. Doesn't matter. We'll just do what we do. So I just have some thoughts on the hobby, like I said, to talk about. Just going to talk a little bit about, because there's a lot of people who give their opinions on opening products, buying singles, grading, whether it's worth it, player collecting, all that stuff, and group breaks. Something I planned on doing for a while, so wanted to do that. And like I said, I have some of the Topps Chrome to bust as well. So let's see what we got here. And obviously one of the big parts is going to be interacting with you guys. So how's the Allen and Ginter buying coming? I do have some cards I could do a mail day, but I'm just going to probably wait a day or two. I got an awesome one in, but it's an expensive one. What's up, Henry? Kayla, how you doing? Thank you for the continued support. KJ's Autographs. What's going on? Corey, fellow Phillies fan. Joey Garrison. Henry. Does PSA grade personal cards? I mean, like custom things, I highly doubt it. You can get them encapsulated. They do have a custom encapsulation service, so you can send something in and have whatever you want up top posted and slabbed and stuff. So that's all kind of cool. Ray from Philly, what's going on, man? We are 2 weeks away from the next Philly show, so that should be fun. Loaded show, a lot of autograph signers there. Hope to make it out for sure. I don't know what my schedule will be, but I'm sure between Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one of them, I'll definitely be able to hit it up. I'm thinking Friday night is most likely. If anyone's on the East Coast, the current plan is to go on Sunday. There is a card show in Bordentown, New Jersey, where I plan on setting up with Bob, Super 25 Sports Cards, so that should be a lot of fun. So at some point, I will try and answer some questions for sure. But first and foremost, I want to address a few things. I had hoped to make a video yesterday. I didn't get a chance. But R.I.P. Bobby Doerr, former Red Sox and Hall of Famer. A lot of you guys probably know the name due to the excellent work he did in terms of signing autographs. He is the best athlete of all time at signing autographs. I know Pat Neshek gets brought up a lot, and he's certainly the best modern athlete or active athlete for sure, and he's one of the best all time regardless. But Bobby Doerr was incredible, would sign TTMs all the time. He's one of those guys, if you looked at some of the stats on some of the pages that track stuff, he'd have thousands of requests, thousands of return. He was like 98%, and the percentage that didn't get him back either just forgot to mark it as returned or it was something lost in the mail. Just an incredible signer, from all accounts, an excellent guy, really nice, and he lived a full life, lived to be 99, played Major League Baseball, was a Hall of Fame second baseman, got to do so much incredible stuff. So obviously it's really sad when someone's time comes and they pass, but wanted to make sure I mentioned him. Bobby Doerr signed for me multiple times over the years, and unfortunately those cards are currently buried. I wish I would have dug a few out to show them off, but you can check out the past videos. I tag most of my videos, so if you are able to go into my channel and search content, if you type Bobby Doerr, you're probably going to have all those videos come up. So I know other TTMers like Henry S. here has gotten them plenty of times as well. So And, you know, all the TTM people, I think most of them got him in the past. What else we got here? We got some more comments here. Bobby is in the Guinness book for most signed. I don't know about that, but I'm sure he'd be up there. Sorry to hear that, Daniel. What's up, Cody? Appreciate you jumping in. What's up, Ryan? But yeah, rest in peace, Bobby Dorr. It's a shame. I believe now that Whitey Ford is currently the oldest living Hall of Famer, if I'm correct. All right, more news, baseball news that came out today. Corey Kluber, American League Cy Young Award winner, and Max Scherzer, NL Cy Young Award winner. So congratulations to both of those guys. Had incredible seasons. They're incredible pitchers. They've had, obviously fantastic careers. They both have won multiple Cy Young Awards, and when you kind of connect that to this hobby, they're both really affordable. Specifically, Corey Kluber. I mean, you can get really nice looking autograph cards of him for like, I want to say probably like 15, $20. And honestly, if you catch an auction on the right day, probably better than that. So he's one of those guys, I don't know what his future value holds. And I'm not one to just go and invest in cards and stuff like that. But if you're into collecting, if you're a baseball collector, I don't understand why you wouldn't have an autograph card of a guy like Corey Kluber or Max Scherzer for that. Why would you not own them? When they've won multiple Cy Youngs, they're going to go down as, fantastic pitchers. And, I'm not saying you have to go all out. And some people are autograph collectors, some people are rookie card collectors, some are single collectors. But if you put yourself into one of those categories, I would think you'd look to pick up cards of those players. I personally do not have a Max Scherzer autograph, but I certainly would like to pick one up at some point. So we'll see. I do have Kluber's. I picked Kluber up at one point. All right, we got more people jumping in. Ava, what's going on? Cody, did you get that one back? I can't remember. I know I watched most of your videos, but I watch a lot of videos. Getting to meet Max Scherzer in a month. Well, that sounds pretty awesome. Luca, what's going on? SG4 Sports Cleveland, finally caught a live chat. What's going on? You guys should check out SG4 Sports. He busted a lot of this Topps Chrome. So I think you busted like, 7 boxes on camera. I've actually ended up opening probably around that, maybe a little more. I only did one on camera. I'm going to do 2 more here at some point. Am I opening that Chrome? I do plan on opening that Chrome. Cut to the point. Sure, buddy. Yep, 7 boxes. Yeah, the point is that I'm hanging out with the people in here and chatting with them as we go. So that's what's going to happen. What else are we going to talk about? Yeah, just some thoughts on the hobby, because I've seen a few people give their opinions on different things. And, I think the main point of collecting is having fun. That to me is the number one purpose of it. It's a hobby, and you want to have fun. And some people have fun prospecting. Some people have fun collecting modern players that they watch and enjoy. Some people enjoy collecting Hall of Famers, and that's all up to that. What's up, Cole? Went to Walmart tonight. Good for you, Ray. What'd you get? No, Ray, I just saw today. Just interrupted. I gotta go on this stuff. But real quick, just because you said Walmart and that made me remember. I saw today that Topps announced that they're putting out Topps Gallery, which I don't think they've done in years. They used to be beautiful cards. They're like canvas paintings made into cards. That's coming out shortly, and it's going to be a Walmart exclusive. And they're going over the top with some of these exclusives, but that definitely intrigued me. It's something that I'd pick up a box or 2 for sure. What's up, Jack? Caesar, what's going on, buddy? But let me get back to some more hobby thoughts before I get carried away with the chat, because I could definitely do that nonstop. My point is back to collecting. You got to collect what you like and what you enjoy. And, I don't think anyone's collection is better than anyone else's. Some people, are at a point in life where they can afford more things than others. And some people are just starting out. Some people can only open retail. And, that's got to be a point. But also, I think it depends on your age and stuff like that. Like, I like vintage cards. I think they're incredible. I don't pick up as many as I'd like because I'm so into a lot of the modern stuff. And that doesn't mean I'm not into the Hall of Famers. I just, at this point, can't afford to be buying current stuff and autographs and all that and then go down that rabbit hole of buying 50s and 60s cards. I am putting together Philly's Ultimate Team set, which I've been working on for like a year and a half. I gotta make some way and get that completed. But, you know, everyone collects what they like to collect. And that goes the same thing with opening packs, boxes, and collecting singles. And, you know, I think everyone just has their what they like to do. Some people just love opening stuff, and some people would rather just buy the cards they want, and either thing is fine. If you like collecting certain players, you're just going to buy those singles, but there is a thrill to opening things. Because I've heard people make comments before, like it makes no sense, or, you know, it's not worth it. And yeah, in the long run, if you open enough stuff, you know, you're probably not going to make out necessarily financially. You're better off just buying the singles you want. But there is a value in the enjoyment of opening cards, whether it's the gamble of getting the big card, the thrill of opening a pack and getting something cool of your favorite player. Fun is a major factor, and it's really important. So, you know, I think that's something to keep in mind when you see, because it's pretty obvious that there's just different people who do different things. Everyone likes to do different stuff. And to me, I love, you know, buying singles, and I like going after certain cards, but I also enjoy opening things. I don't need to open stuff all the time or get carried away with it. But hey, it's all fun. And, you know, that moves into group breaks, because I know there's a lot of people who are divided in group breaks. And group breaks, of course, it depends what kind of break, who's breaking, stuff like that. And it's certainly, group breaks have propelled the value of a lot of unopened stuff. It's moved a lot of prices up because so much of it gets broken so quickly, and then the breakers are buying it up. The products get wiped out quicker than they used to. And group breaks, you know, depending on who does it, it could be different. But I've heard people, you know, say, group breaks can be a ripoff, and like they could be, but you have to kind of know what you're doing. And again, it's a gamble. It's the thrill of trying to get the big card. And sometimes it works out, and it works out great. And other times it works out really poorly, and you have nothing to show for it. And it all depends on the product as well. So I will buy into stuff like Topps Archives. I'll buy into Philly's group break sometimes when that product comes out. And you know what? To me, in that, I make sure I'm getting into a break where I get all cards, because some guys won't ship base cards. I make sure I'm getting the base cards, and then I'm getting all those Phillies cards from a case, so that I'm going to end up with multiples. So I have a set for myself. I have sets to give out to friends. I could sell them if I want. And then I get all those inserts and the chance at autographs and stuff like that. So it all depends what kind of break you go into. I like getting into group breaks. I like getting into hit drafts. It's fun. It's entertainment. And the fun and the thrill and the entertainment all does have a value. Now, when you get stiffed, of course, you're going to feel defeated. You're going to feel bad, but that's just part of it. But when you hit something huge, you're going to feel great. So I think group breaks are good for the hobby as long as people know what they're doing. Because the other part is, you know, some people want to get involved in different products and they want to open stuff, but they can't afford necessarily to open more than a little bit or more than retail. And if you have an opportunity to buy into a break of your favorite team and you know you're going to at least get something out of it, that's more affordable. If you can spend, I don't know, if you get in a regular Topps Chrome case and say you're a Milwaukee Brewers fan and you buy into the Brewers, you're probably going to get them at a reasonable price. You're probably going to get them much lower than an actual like hobby box. And you're going to get all those cards and you have a chance to get autographs from your favorite team. So it all depends. So just wanted to give some thoughts on group breaks, opening wax, player collecting. And I have some thoughts on grading as well, but I'm going to go back and check out all these comments because I know you guys have been posting a whole bunch of stuff here. So what do we got here? Oh, and also, Ray, just so you know, the Chrome update, our Target exclusive. What's up, Jack Frost? I can't remember. I might have said hi to you already. I probably did. Congrats on 2K. Thank you, man. Rachel, how you doing? Yeah, Henry, you definitely collect some cool stuff that you don't have as much competition with, for sure. Writer, 1984, what's going on? Ryan McIntosh, what's up? Chrome Madness, what's up? Thank you for subscribing, I appreciate it. Mason Peterson, what's going on, buddy? I can buy Judge, but I still want a pack pool. It's always fun to pull stuff out of a pack. Do you like Jordan Howard? Definitely no, but I mean, I have nothing against Jordan Howard. I like him, but I do a lot less football now because I'm not a big Panini guy. I'll buy certain things, like when Donruss Optic comes out, I'll maybe buy a box of that. I can't do more than a few packs of most Panini products because I don't collect sticker autographs, even though this Chrome stuff has sticker autographs. But you know, I'm just opening it because I enjoy the sport of baseball and looking through the cards. Honestly, autographs I get out of this product, I'm likely to move and sell. I don't know. Panini rubs me the wrong way with a lot of stuff. Mike, could you make a group break? I've thought about potentially doing a group break for some Topps Fire, but I'll have to see. I have a few collector's boxes of that. I just don't know if I can get enough people that would be willing to participate. $40 auto at Dollar Tree. That's pretty good. Never tried a group break and need to roll the dice one day. All I collect is Topps Chrome. Well, you got a lot of Chrome things then. Yeah, the Chrome, they disappear quick. What's up, Joe Spice? What's going on, baseball collector? Who's your favorite Hall of Famer, TTM? I don't know, man. I have a lot of them. I've done a bunch of different videos, and people have asked me to show off my Allen and Ginter autograph collection, and I want to, but I keep adding so much, it's hard to keep track, and that'll be a really long video. What's up, Ryan? I'm doing pretty well. Mike, will you open new Mike Trout Topps box? Not sure what it's called yet, but you probably know. Mike Trout is going to be on the front of the Topps Gallery. That's a Walmart exclusive. I'll definitely buy a box of that and open it. Topps Gallery used to be awesome. I don't think they've made that for quite a while. You know, and it's one of those things, if I'm buying retail, I'm just kind of testing it out and checking it out and stuff like that. All right, so I have some thoughts on grading stuff that I'll talk about a little bit. But I'm going to bust one of these Topps Chrome boxes right now. I don't know what the date is. I just saw it was announced today. But honestly, I saw this was announced, and then I saw it being busted online like the next day. So Gallery could be out anytime soon. Who knows? And what else? Oh, Topps Dynasty is coming out very soon, which I can't afford to open that. Like, I've never opened it. And I would love to, but that's a product that is high-end. It's like $300. You get one card. There's some amazing and beautiful cards in there, but you lose money on virtually everything in that product. Like, if you get a Chipper Jones, who's soon going to be a Hall of Famer, you lose money. It's ridiculous. But I was checking out the checklist because that got announced today, and there's a Jim Thome Phillies card in there, which is on my must-haves list already. And Roy Halladay will be in there as well, which I'm sure the price will be outrageous, but I would love to add one of those to the collection because Topps Dynasty is beautiful. They're just so damn expensive. Got a Mookie Betts 1/1 jersey. Ooh, tough that the corner was nicked. What's going on, Hitman? Hope I hit a super. I've never hit a superfractor. I've opened a decent amount of Chrome last year. I opened a lot this year, and I've opened some of the retail stuff, which usually the retail you can't get superfractors. This you can. I've never gotten a superfractor, so yeah, I'll shrink that down. I had meant to shrunk it, so. The luck I get sucky cards. Waiting for the Judge Superfractor you're going to pull. Well, that would be amazing, but I ain't counting on it. So, let's see what we get here. So, obviously, after I open this, you guys can ask some questions and stuff if you want. So, let's see. Pack 1, we've got Luis Severino, All-Star. Nice Carlton Fisk. This is the All-Rookie Cup team, I think it's called. Yeah, All-Rookie Cup reprint. They're nice. I got a Moncada numbered to 25 auto patch out of Topps Fire Blaster. Wow, that's pretty good. Jose Ramirez and Ryan Healy. So I think usually, based on what I remember, you kind of get like one insert. Or you get two inserts. You know, sometimes one will be an auto. Autos, statistically, are 1 in like 8 of these boxes. They're 1 in 56 packs. But I've actually done a little bit better than that. And this is the type of product that's interesting. Like, if this guy here, who I know nothing about, becomes a big-time player, the cards are going to be ridiculous. Because he's probably not in much of anything else. So, we'll see. It's kind of a gambling wait-and-see type of deal. Cameron Maben, he was signing a lot this year. I didn't get him, though. Cal Ripken. So, that's most likely the 2 inserts, unless you get a refractor too. I forget. Refractors are tougher to pull in here than they are in the others. How long will this video be? I don't know. I figured it would be about a half hour long or so. Probably a little more. Probably total 45 minutes. Alright, we got Justin Upton, Orlando Arcia, Dansby Swanson, rookie debut, and Andrew Benintendi, rookie debut. I mean, there's certainly nice cards, and if you're a set collector and you like Topps Chrome, you might want to have a Topps Chrome update set as well. Joey Votto. Got a refractor of World Series champion and newly engaged Carlos Correa. So that's pretty nice. I think the numbered 5 of 250. The refractors are numbered in this product. So that's a nice card there. Kershaw and Mookie Betts. Best way to spend a Wednesday night, looking up addresses and watching MikeO. Appreciate you tuning in. Alright, I got an Ian Happ. This is Ian Happ's rookie, so, you know, we'll see how he ends up performing in his career, but he had an autograph in Topps Chrome, but he did not actually have a base rookie card. There's a Chipper Jones insert, so I guess I was off, because I already got 3 of them. That's an Ian Happ rookie debut. I'm not a huge fan of the rookie debut cards. I don't think they're necessary. You know, I like the base rookies, of course. So 2 more packs. This box has been, you know, what it is. They need bigger numbers, we can see. And I haven't sent a TTM off in a while. I have a stack of cards that I need to get ready to go, but I'm slacking in that department. Sean Newcomb. Someone on here I was watching got a Sean Newcomb auto. Was that in the update? Or was that in the base Chrome that Ian Happ? There's a Buster Posey. So these are pretty common. They're pretty neat, though. Jordan Montgomery. I know this guy had a pretty solid season. I had a bunch of his Prism refractors I was selling on eBay. I had, like, the whole list where people could choose what they need. And people were buying the hell out of those things. And then I realized, oh, this guy's playing pretty well. 7 TTMs for tomorrow. Yeah, Topps Gallery is going to be a Walmart exclusive, and I'm assuming it's coming out really soon. Okay. I got Ian Happ a few times busting him. I kind of put him aside because this stuff was going pretty high, and then it kind of came down. And I'm just holding it at this point to see what he does next year. Whole set of 1987 cards. Well, I mean, I wouldn't complain about that for free. So, that box was okay. Nothing special. The Correa refractor is kind of neat. I don't know what the refractors go for in this product. If people are making refractor sets and stuff, they're tougher to get and they're more limited than the regular set. But, you know, the inserts are kind of cool for people who are player collectors. So, stuff's for sale if anyone has interest. Few thoughts on grading. I did do a video a few days ago on just what to look for when you're grading modern cards. Just wanted to give people an idea of what I look for. I've had a lot of people requesting and asking that type of stuff. So hopefully you guys, if you saw the video, got some information out of it and enjoyed it. And then a lot of people are asking, well, why are people getting cards graded? I've had a few people say, why are you getting these Mike Trout insert cards graded? They're only like $5 cards. And, you know, sometimes I just do it for fun. Sometimes I do it for enjoyment. But there's a few reasons. A lot of people like seeing cards slabbed. They like the way the slabs look. I personally, especially like the TTM autographs that I get authenticated, just the look of the card in the slab is awesome. I think it adds appeal to it. That way, it protects the card. Like I said, it just adds appeal. And then in terms of grading stuff, the registries have become a big thing. I think PSA is a little more well regarded than Beckett. I know a lot of people have issues with BGS. They've had problems with customer service. And, you know, everyone has different opinions. Some people think PSA is a little tougher, a little more true of a grade than Beckett. And, you know, I can't really speak to that too much, but set registries, that is definitely been the thing that I think has most propelled PSA to just a new level. You know, people are competitive. People like to collect, and they like to move up those lists. So you have people buying cards literally more so to just fill out a set, not just to complete the set, but to move up in the set registries and that competition. So that's added just a whole new thing and a whole new level to it. And that's why, you know, I collect Mike Trout and I like to try and get some PSA 10s. And if I get some extras, I know there's a market for it because there's people out there trying to complete sets. You know, you're not going to get necessarily any old player. I'm not going to go and get this guy graded unless he becomes a big time star, but he's a pitcher for the Rockies, so I wouldn't count on it. But I do think there's a resale value, and it does help things. And I've sold off some graded stuff. It definitely increases the value if you can get a PSA 10. And modern cards are easier to get PSA 10s on than vintage, you know, which kind of goes without saying, but it's still a challenge. It's still tough. So, I mean, getting cards graded versus buying graded cards, that's again all up for debate. Some people like to get their own cards graded. Some people don't even care about the grade. They just want to get it slabbed, and that's just the way they want to collect. It's probably in general cheaper in most cases to just buy a card rather than hunt for a card. But again, it all depends on what you have and what you how you feel. So that's what collecting is. Collecting is a hobby. It's for yourself, and it's kind of all subjective. And you should be collecting for fun and because you enjoy. I've said this a number of times. If you're collecting purely for investment, you're probably a fool. I'm not saying that investment isn't an important part of it. I'm just saying, you know, you got to be collecting because you enjoy it, because you love the hobby, you love the cards, you love collecting, you love the sport. All of that is massively important. And that doesn't mean that you don't have investment, you know, in your mind, and you can invest in certain players because that's all fun too. Kind of picking and choosing who you think certain players, you know, might go up in value and stuff like that. And of course, anytime you're collecting something, if you're investing that much time, money, effort into something, you want there to be a value to it. I don't want to sit there and buy cards and spend time and money if they're completely worthless. My point is that the money aspect can't be the main focus, or at least it shouldn't be. You should be involved in the community on here, to share the hobby with other people. I mean, I've made so many friends here in this community that I share the hobby with, which is awesome. And then, You know, I look back on old cards, and it all connects you to friends, family, past. My dad, who's retired now, is all of a sudden getting back into the hobby a little bit, and you know, it's kind of fun to interact and collect with other people and stuff like that. So that's all fun, and that's just some thoughts I had. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll try and answer them. I'm going to try and catch up and check out the chat, so it's going to take a minute. Baseball collector, two set words, set registry. Yep, I touched on that. That's a huge deal, and I haven't started any, but you know, I'm interested in them for the grading stuff. The autograph type of stuff I'm not as much into, but I just kind of collect the autographs I like. 4 sharp and getting 8 and 9. Yeah, 4 sharp corners does have a lot of good deals, especially if you're looking at the 8 and 9 grades. So keeps the cards safe. Picked up a 91 Topps Baseball complete set, Goodwill for $2. Not a bad deal. Can't complain about that. I like opening some of that old 90s stuff, old Topps cards sometimes. If I find hobby boxes for like $3, hobby box, it doesn't matter there, but I'm one of those suckers who's competitive for the set registry. Yep, you and Ray from Philly talk about the registry a lot. My dad started collecting Hank Aaron cards, graded cards, so I might try and set him up for one of those registries just to see how it turns out. If Mike Maddox signs, I don't know. I've seen people get Mike Maddox. I tried him a few years ago and didn't get anything back, but I've seen people get him back, so it's worth it. Mike Payne. Oh, shit, I just lost where I was. Yeah, Ray from Philly's the king of Mike Payne's 300 greatest cards. It's a cool looking set. Homework and YouTube, can't get much better than that. Make sure you do your homework. Collect what you like, makes you happy, for sure, Caesar. Whatever happened to Tanaka Giants YouTube guy from Japan? No idea. Working on 91 Phoenix Suns. Just excited for 2018 season. I'm excited for 2018 baseball products, even though this 2017 crap keeps coming out. The Chrome update, the Gallery, Dynasty, Bowman's Best. There's something else coming out too. It's ridiculous, but 2018 is going to be loaded with Phillies, so that'll be fun for me. This year, Jorge Alfaro was in a lot of products, and I like Alfaro. He doesn't go for a ton. And I think he has a chance to be a nice player. Probably not a superstar, but it was loaded with guys like Jake Thompson, Roman Quinn, who don't have much future. But next year, you're going to have Nick Williams, who had a really good season with the Phils, and you're going to have Rhys Hoskins, who obviously had a hot start. So J.P. Crawford, I'm sure, will be in a lot of products. So as a Phillies fan, that'll be a hell of a lot of fun. I can't wait for it. Just did a card purchase right now off eBay from Australia. That'll be fun to see in one of your videos, Henry. Hot stove season. Yeah, hot stove season's fun once it gets going. Usually the moves start dropping right around the winter meetings. The GM meetings, which are going on now, is just a lot of chit-chat, and teams are setting up potential deals and stuff, but really the big free agents will start to sign around the winter meetings, and that's always a fun few-day process. Are you going to the All-Star Fan Fest? I get to volunteer there. Isn't the Fan Fest in Washington, D.C. this year? I mean, I could consider that. My brother lives down there. Thanks for the sub, MikeO. Feels like I've been approved by the godfather of YouTube collectors. There's a lot of long-time collectors on here and long-time YouTubers. Registries are neat, but some of them don't even get... I mean, people make up different registries, I think. What's up, Andrew Williams? Christian from SG Sports, they definitely held back on Hoskins. I mean, he came up really late, so he would have been tough to get in a product. He was one of those guys who I kind of knew wasn't going to be in Topps Update based on the last few years, because really the cutoff was like August 1st or 2nd. He came up, I think, a few days later, but they definitely held those guys back for the products this year. Do I collect Game of Thrones autos? No, I do not. I've actually never watched Game of Thrones. Do you think Kingery will get called up next year? Got him in Bowie. I would suspect so. He won't start the year, but at some point he will. All right, so if you guys have questions, feel free to ask them. I'm going to bust this second box. We'll see if we get anything interesting. Let me shrink down my face. Well, not move it, just shrink it. There we go. Mike, do I have an Instagram? I do not. I have never gone down that. I've heard a lot of horror stories about Instagram. Honestly, I'm not, I would consider it at some point, but I think YouTube is a little better way to go. I know there's a lot of people on Instagram, but I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of issues with scammers and stuff because people just hide behind accounts. They're not putting themselves out there. People who make videos they're putting their personality out there. They're putting themselves out there. I know when people start, they're a little more nervous and stuff. Eventually, you kind of get used to it and just kind of do whatever and speak your mind. But I just feel like YouTube's more interactive. If I subscribe to you, you won't start making videos. I mean, I'll try and subscribe at some point. The best way is to comment on videos. And then I'll click a link. From here, I can't see it. I can't click. Really, I've heard a lot of people getting bugged constantly, and people getting ripped off a lot too. What are your thoughts on our new Phillies manager? We'll see. I'm not like disappointed with it. I'm kind of happy. Here's another Cal Ripken, which I got in the last box. I'm happy they did something different. They went outside the organization, and we'll see if he knows what he's doing. He's obviously into the health stuff and all that, and it all just depends about putting a good team on the field. And I think the locker room stuff in baseball is as important as anything that goes on the field. Arcia, Brugman, Matt Adams, and Quintana. $36 minutes or so we're right around the point where I figured we'd go. Cameron Maben, here's a sweet Mike Trout insert. Hunter Renfroe and Jose Altuve. I have enough time keeping up with making videos on YouTube, so posting photos and getting involved in that would be, I think, a little tough. So we got a refractor in this one. Sano Fulmer, Paul DeJong, and Christian Arroyo. So that's not a bad refractor. Guy's got a lot of ability. He's one of those guys I've wondered if he's going to end up possibly getting traded by the Giants this offseason. We'll see. Just think that, they've been linked to a lot of guys like Jackie Bradley Jr., Giancarlo Stanton. I would think a prospect like that would be someone who can move. Bradley Zimmer, I think this is his rookie, obviously. Yoan Moncada, Eddie Murray, Cody Bellinger, All-Star Game card, so that's nice. Bradley Zimmer had an autograph in chrome, regular chrome, but I don't think he had a base card. There were a lot of guys like that. I haven't hobby shopped in a while. Oh, definitely do not recommend. I thought you said you did recommend. Bradley Zimmer, Carlos Correa. Can't complain about that at all. Paul DeJong. He had a hell of a year. Not numbered on the auto. And I do have issues with it being a sticker auto, but at the same time, like, this was a late product, so you kind of knew that was going to be the case. I mean, they don't look good compared to regular chrome, but hey, it is what it is. But this guy, what he finished, second or third in the rookie of the year. Guy's a good player, and this is a rookie card, and I don't think he was in many products that year. So if this guy continues to develop, evolve, and become a star, you're looking at potential high value because these cards are so much shorter printed than all the regular stuff, and he's not in much. But if he becomes a 215 hitter, then ain't gonna be worth nothing anyway. So that is definitely a nice hit there. That made that box well worth it. I'm not sure what it goes for. It's probably like a $25 card if I had to guess offhand. But I will take it because these boxes are only 20 bucks. And if you find them this week, actually, they're only, I think, 18 because Target's got 10% off all Topps cards. I should have mentioned that before. Here's a nice Tom Seaver. And Sam Travis. So, oh, Aaron Judge. Skipped right over that All-Star Game card. So, yeah, that 2-box break wasn't too bad, I would say. Got the auto, so that's not bad. So, what do you guys think? Yeah, I mean, hobby boxes are expensive, but they're fun to do once in a while. And if I can afford it from time to time, I'll do a case. I did some cases of Topps Chrome this year and did okay. Did Topps Finest as well. I'm a big Finest fan of this year's product. Last year's Finest looked horrible, the base cards, but this year I like a lot. I actually think that Aaron Judge is probably my favorite Judge rookie of like the base type of products. The Chrome one is kind of silly. He's catching a fly ball. Do they have first pitch autos and Topps? I don't believe so. They didn't even make the first pitch cards in Chrome this year. They made them last year, though. So Tommy, I think he had a Tommy. I think he had a card in something. He had something in, I forget what it was. It was some international thing, but he will next year, I'm sure. Hey Mike, hey Mike, I'm Ray. Ray from Philly. I feel like you're a fake Ray. Does Ray from Philly have an imposter, or did he change his name? Anyone get Zach Campbell's auto? I mean, I probably could. I see him down at the Phillies game a couple times a year. Yeah, there's some people who love Zach Campbell, and there's some people who don't. But I mean, he certainly does well on YouTube. Makes a ton of videos. I haven't watched him in a while. I watch him from time to time. Um, years ago, because I would see him before anyone really knew who he was. I'd see him down at the vet and stuff. Because he's from New York, and I think he's a Mets fan. Um, but he would be at Phillies games all the time collecting baseballs, and I think he's changed a lot. He definitely, I see him giving away a lot of baseballs now, and he gives away most of what he gets, unless it's like a game use thing. I think he used to be a little more cocky back in the day. I think he's a little better now, but whatever. But I know there's people out there who love him, and there's people out there who dislike him a lot. Yeah, he was in Topps. He was in Topps archives this year. He had an autograph card. Yeah, his videos are really good. I mean, he's done pretty well for himself. He's got people, a guy he hires to come around and film for him, so that certainly helps a lot. But yeah, I mean, I don't have any issues with him really. And his videos, yeah, they're good. I would watch them from time to time just to get a good look at the ballpark. Here's a few autographs I had sitting around. I got to put them in good holders. They're in these taped up crappy holders. These are from Diamond Icons. Craig Biggio, number to 25. These cards are like, what the hell are they? They're some ridiculous price, hundreds of dollars a box. Got this Biggio for like $13, so that was cheap. Got a Francisco Lindor to 25. I didn't show these off in another video, but and here's a Chipper Jones to 25 with a big thick patch. So I looked it up. I forget. I think he had a single or something in this game. So not a bad looking card. I'm not as into the patch stuff as other people or the relics or any of that stuff. I mean, they're all right. If it's a cool patch like that, it adds a little bit to it. I'm just more of a I don't know, straight auto person. I'd rather have the big auto. We should hire a videographer to follow us around the National. That'd be kind of fun. Halliday's autos are up in price right now. I think they'll come back down at some point. The problem for me is, from what I've noticed from following him, is that his Phillies cards are a lot higher than his Blue Jays cards, just because I think there's more Phillies fans out there that collect this stuff than there are Blue Jays fans, and he has less Phillies stuff because he signed in a few products, but he was one of those guys, I think 2011, 12, 13, a few of those years he signed, but only in higher end products, so there were only like 25, 30 autos, whatever it was. And then he's in this year's stuff, and most of his Phillies cards in the archive stuff are like 1-on-1s and stuff, so if you're looking for certain cards, they're like ridiculous. Yeah, the National will be amazing. It'll be a hell of a lot of fun. This year was awesome. But in terms of videos, I mean, I wish I would have been able to do a little more there. I just you spend so much time, and honestly, I had a really crappy phone, so I did a few live videos there, I think, um, but they look horrible. Um, but it is what it is. I shot a lot of stuff, and I put together that recap. I had intended on doing like daily vlogs and stuff, but you just spend so much time at the show, and you get worn out, and you're hanging out. You're at the show the entire day, and then you're meeting people constantly. And then after you're done the show, you're meeting people and hanging out with people. And I mean, I must have met like 40 people there. And so it was awesome. And then you're trying to do other things too. We went to a ball game and stuff like that. So it just became a lot. So I definitely look forward to this year. If I end up driving, which, haven't made plans yet, but there's obviously a lot of people here on the East Coast, so there might be some carpool situations, maybe a rental truck or something with a few people, and that will allow me to bring a little bit more video stuff possibly, so that'd be awesome. I don't have a good laptop right now. I'm a desktop guy. I hate laptops. If someone has a really good laptop, I would do some video editing there, but I don't feel like I thought about getting a laptop just to use for video editing stuff, but I can't justify spending the money on it because I'll never use it if I'm home. I can't stand them. Yeah, anyone who can get out to the National, that would be awesome. I have a genuine Reggie Jackson jersey I want him to sign. That would be pretty cool. I've moved into autographed cards. Um, I have autographed bats and baseballs and a few jerseys. Not much, but I've just gotten to the point where I prefer cards. You can collect 1,000 autographed cards and keep them in a box. Well, bigger than that, but uh, they just take up so much less space, and I like the artistic look to them, and I just love the way they look so much more. Autographed baseballs are cool, and I have some that I treasure, but like, I don't know, so many players, it's like, do I want them on a baseball? And then you have a box full of baseballs, and it's harder to identify, and I don't know. I've definitely evolved into an autographed card collector more so than anything. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty well. I'm hanging out with all these awesome YouTubers for 48 minutes now. So probably a few more minutes, and then I'll take off. You're going to try and get Rob Manfred's auto ball through TM. I heard he signs. Yeah, I got him a couple times. I got him on a baseball, and then I sent one off to for my brother as well. So he does have a card this year in archives, but it's a terrible card. If you send it to him, he signs it. I haven't sent one to him. I don't even have the card, but I've seen people. He actually signs it in silver, so it doesn't look too bad. But I think it's on an 82 tops design, and it's one of the ones with a facsimile signature. And um, the cards with facsimile signatures are okay for what they are. They're horrible if you're looking to get them signed. They just look silly, in my opinion. Yeah, if you send a letter and just request, he'll send you an autographed baseball. Jake Peavy. I need Jake Peavy on a Allen and Ginter. That'd be awesome. I buy as many Ginter autos as I can. And that's one of the problems is Archive Signature Series came out, the postseason and active player edition. And I think someone at Topps was listening to me rave about Allen and Ginter's because they loaded those products with Ginter autos, which is awesome. But like it's costing me a lot of money. And it's not bad. It's just I'm trying to jump on a lot of them now because the market is a little more flooded because there's so many people busting tons of it and they're selling their extras or ones they don't want. And from what I noticed, because last year there were some Ginters as well, but less different players. But the prices over time have gone up, just more so because there's no competition selling them and stuff like that. So that's the way I'm looking at it this year. And I kind of evaluate how many they made and stuff. So if it's a lower number one, I can get it at a fair price. I try and jump on it. And if it's someone who has a lot, like Cecil Fielder, he's in there. I think his Ginter auto is numbered to like 41 or something. And there's people putting them up for like $75 and $80. And I know that's one that at some point I could probably get for 10 or 15 bucks. So I've been kind of waiting on that one. And, there's a bunch of stuff, but I'm trying to jump on stuff. What's your favorite Ginter auto you have? I did a video. I forget what I put. I did a video months ago, but I think it was like top 15 Hall of Famer Allen and Ginter autos. And I can't remember who the hell did I have number one. It might have been Tony Gwynn because that card is freaking awesome. But I have so many. I have one that just came in the mail. I'm not going to show it. I'll show it tomorrow or the next day. But it's pretty incredible. Wally Moon signature. I got Wally Moon in Archive Signature Series. Oh, I opened some more of the. Well, so my dad's been getting into cards again, and he kept asking me different stuff. So I told him about Archive Signature Series, and he ended up ordering some, and got mostly crap autos. I mean, there's some okay players, but they're not worth much. What the hell did I do with it? I don't know where it is, but he actually did get a redemption for an Aaron Judge auto out of the Archives. What is it? I called it Signature Series. Archives Snapshots. So he gave it to me to redeem for him, so I'll have to redeem that. So he did well. It's cool that you know Jake Peavy a little bit. I have a question for you. Any of you guys in the comments? I'm new to collecting, so not so many autos. I'm going to a card shop Tuesday. What should I get if I want an auto? I mean, it all depends. You got to collect who you like, what you like. Like, I'm a baseball fan and a football fan, but I don't like Panini, so I don't buy as much modern football. I don't care about hockey or basketball, really, so you got to collect who you like and what you like. And look for good prices. There's a lot of, I mean, again, it depends on what you like for autographs. There's so many opportunities to get cheap autographs of good players because there is a ton of it out there. So there's certainly deals to be had for sure. One of these days, I should just watch YouTube videos with you guys. I could put them on my screen here. Who's posting stuff? I'm looking here. A few videos came up. There was a fun live stream before. Baseball Card Junkies TV. You guys should definitely check out their channel for sure. God, they did over an hour live stream, so I was hanging out with them for a little while. Local Walgreens. My local Walgreens has like nothing. What's up, Cameron? So you guys have any other questions before I wrap this up? We're going on 54 minutes. The hell is this? Sorry, I'm checking my auctions. Well, not my auctions. I'm looking to see if anything I'm watching is ending soon. I got 20 minutes till something I'm watching ends. So that gives me a few minutes. I gotta bring up your guys' comments again. There we go. Finally got 2 TMs, but I need to make a video tomorrow. That'll be fun. I haven't gotten a lot of TTMs lately. I've been bad at sending stuff out. I gotta get things out. Just World 2.0. He's got a fun channel. It was cool to see his Astros win. He was thrilled, so it was kind of fun to follow over the last year. What am I eating? Or what's someone else eating? I'm not eating anything. Does Pete Ladd in 85 Brewers sign? I have no idea. I'd have to look it up and see if he's got any stats. Where do I get customs printed? I don't know if it's the same person asking me, but people have been asking a lot. I mean, it depends. I get some made through Topps, which is pretty cheap, and they're okay card stock, but I like those designs, obviously, the classic. A lot of the ones, which I don't have any here now, I just get done through different print shops. Most of them online, and some are very affordable, and they're definitely noticeably cheaper cards, and some are expensive, and I've spent hundreds of dollars to get a few hundred cards printed up. So some of them aren't cheap, but, that's, it depends what you're doing. I don't know if you guys follow the TTM stuff. What the heck? I'm freaking blanking on it. Burke Waldron. I actually made cards for him and sent them to him, and he was sending them out to people via TTM. The one of those I got done at a cheap place, and it's definitely a cheaper card. And I think the other one I got at a better place. I forget the names right offhand. I know primoprint.com is a print shop I've used. This camera's falling down here. So I know that's one. There's a few others. Mike, are you going to post this video? At work, couldn't watch it all the way through. My intention is to publish it, so it should be posted. 350 mini autos. I'm assuming debating on grading Bregman. I mean, grading a card can. If it's a PSA 10, it definitely increases the value. If it's a 9, I think it's similar value, and I think for modern cards, if it's 8 or below, it kind of hurts the value. Maybe an 8's around the same. It's just like, for me, a modern thing, I want 10s. Vintage obviously is a huge help. 10s are astronomical. 9s, 8, it depends year to year. So I think grading definitely helps if you get the right grade. Again, with set registries, people want the high graded stuff, and just people collecting stuff want, higher graded things. I don't really have any searches saved on eBay, which is stupid because I know you can save searches. I just have certain things that I search. Sometimes I just look at auto and see what's ending, and I'll see stuff that's like absurdly cheap. And if I buy something from someone, I'll look at their auctions if they have combined shipping. I'm kicking a wire here. So the other day I bought, I think, a Ginter auto from the Archive Signature series. It was a cheap one, like a cheaper player for $6-7. And the guy had free combined shipping, so I was looking, and there was a Jeff Conine auto for like $2. I was like, well, what the hell? Why not? Unfortunately for someone, they spent $40 to acquire that card. They're getting $2 for it. I like Jeff Conine. I buy him from time to time. So I'll do stuff like that too. Andrew Miller is a great signer during spring training. He's usually pretty good during the season too. At least he was. What's your favorite 2017 set to pick up singles from? Personally, mine is Inception and Chrome. I liked Inception a lot. I haven't bought any of it in a while. Chrome I'm a big fan of, and I have singles of probably anything anyone needs. Yankees uni, that's cool. I would love to make some cards in 2018, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't... Man, I must have like the worst pliers in the world, because I've watched YouTube videos of people cracking these cases, and I bought a few. I think it was the National, I think at the National, I bought a few autos that these guys had encapsulated themselves. They're, I guess, big graphers during spring training. And it was Ivan Rodriguez and J.P. Crawford. They both looked fine to me. I knew Crawford's auto well. So they had them in, like, they had piles of them in a clearance box. So I was like, what the hell, I'll buy them. And, like, I struggled to crack those things apart. Like, not to just break them apart, but, I mean, to crack them in a way that the card wouldn't be damaged. All right, guys. Any final questions? We're at an hour, so I'm gonna wrap this up. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, so it's getting kind of late. I have some stuff to clean up, some stuff to put away, and I definitely want to go to bed at a fairly early time tonight if I can. So, any last minute questions? Get them in now. This is your final warning. Terrible luck with packs. I've actually been really lucky at my LCS. He's one of those guys that'll just be like, hey, you know, whatever. He'll just grab the packs for you. And I do pretty well. I mean, I don't buy a ton of packs, but I'll buy some of new products to open on here and stuff. And I do pretty well. I mean, I don't get like major hits, but I've gotten, you know, relic cards and autographs and stuff. I mean, they're usually like $5 cards, but I've done pretty well with that. I got to do stuff. Yeah, it's only 5:30 where you are, Henry. You got a few hours to go. All right, guys. Looks like there's not much activity, so give you another minute, and then I'm gonna jump off of here. So, last second questions, get them in right now. See if anyone else posted new videos. I have so many things I'm subscribed to and so many videos that pop up. I do my best to watch as many as possible. I try and actually comment on as many as possible. Lately, every now and then I'll watch a video and it kind of ends and I don't get to post something, but I watch a lot of it. I like to multitask. I like watching stuff because I have the two screens set up where I'll watch it and then I'll be working on something else. Yeah, just keep at it. I mean, just keep putting out content. Just keep, you know, being involved in the community. There's a lot of people out there that just want channels to grow, and they don't do the legwork. They don't post consistently. You know, you don't have to post every day, but, you know, try and post once a week, stuff like that. Try and be involved in the community. Try and chat with people. Try and comment on people's videos. Do all that kind of stuff, and you'll slowly grow for sure. It takes a while, and early on is the toughest time. Once you get going, you just kind of bounce around and kind of continue to grow a little bit. Okay, Cameron, I still have them in my sale box, but definitely happy to grab them for you once you're ready to go. Thank you guys for chiming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, hopefully I'll be able to do some more live streams. I'll do some stuff. I still have some ideas. I want to do some interview videos. I just need to find a way to be able to do it live, not in person. That's something I've tried fooling with a lot. Unfortunately, this program I use, like when I have my camera set up, it won't let me use another camera. So I've tried to do it where I can, you know, have another person here, and I don't know. I gotta read about the program because I'd love to do some live streams with other people. That'd be awesome. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you next time. Again, fun hanging out. Appreciate everyone who jumped in, and anyone who watches this archive all the way through. You're a champ too. So appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys sometime soon. Have a great one.